name of my speech is "The New Silk Road Becomes the World Silk Road." G20 represent the most powerful combination of countries on the planet. There is presently no other agency which can address and bring solutions to the existential challenges facing civilization. The populations of most countries have the very real experience of being engulfed by terrifying crises, a terrorist threat internationally out of control, migration of millions of people trying to escape war, hunger and death, the resulting refugee crisis shaking the foundations of the European Union, the Brexit as a warning shot of the potential disintegration of the EU, and a growing fear that the world has entered a new Cold War and a nuclear rearmament spiral. In short, a growing loss of confidence in the establishment of at least the transatlantic sector. A refusal of the upcoming G20 summit to acknowledge the dimension of the crisis, an effort to hide the failure of the dominant policy since 2008, and thus miss the chance of the upcoming summit to present real solutions to these crises will have an effect on the lives and happiness of billions of people. There are immediate solutions at hand, but they require a willingness of the leading institutions to move to a new paradigm that can lay the basis for the next 100 years of the human species and beyond. In order to give hope for a better future for all of mankind, something which has been lost in many parts of the world, the G20 summit must come forward with a vision that offers a remedy, a pathway to overcome those crises mentioned, and the establishment of a higher level of reason for the common aims of humanity. The only practical expression of that vision is the perspective of the New Silk Road put on the table 3 years ago by China, and in which, as of now, over 70 countries are participating in various projects of infrastructure and development. The win-win collaboration in these joint projects is the only efficient way to overcome geopolitical confrontation and is in cohesion with the principles of the Peace of Westphalia that any successful peace order must be in the interest of the other. The New Silk Road concept must therefore be extended to all regions of the world as a concrete offer to overcome underdevelopment, as a World Silk Road. If the G20 states would issue such a promise, with the solemn commitment to overcome hunger, poverty, provide clean water for everybody, it would cause a revolution of hope and optimism in the world. In order to alleviate both the reasons for mass migration from Southwest Asia and Africa, as well as to conquer the environment for recruitment of terrorism, there must be a comprehensive industrial development perspective for both, which not only rebuilds the war-torn regions, but also puts on the table an integrated blend of infrastructure, industry, agriculture, and education to transform these parts of the world into areas of high productivity of labor and capacity. The projects of the World Silk Road must be defined to have the optimal impact on the cognitive powers of the population of the respective countries in order to facilitate the best possible increase in the productivity of the world economy. The focus, therefore, must not only be on innovation, but on qualitative breakthroughs in the understanding of qualitative new physical principles of our universe. Examples of this are crash programs for the realization of thermonuclear fusion power, which will provide energy and raw material security for mankind, as well as the development of new water resources. The international cooperation of space research, travel and colonization defines the pathway for the next breakthroughs in science and technology. It also represents a basis for a peace order for the 21st century. And most importantly, it marks the transformation of the human species to be more conscious of its own identity as the only creative species known in the universe so far. An uncontrolled collapse of the financial system of the transatlantic sector would threaten to throw many parts of the world into chaos with unpredictable consequences. The so-called toolbox of financial instruments has been used up. Quantitative easing, negative interest rate, and helicopter money had in large part the opposite effect on the intended effect. The fact that the reintroduction of the FDR Glass-Steagall banking separation law has been adopted in the election platforms of both the Democratic and Republican Party in the United States, and that there is a growing discussion in Europe to reduce the future risk of the financial system by introducing Glass-Steagall also in Europe, creates very favorable preconditions to agree on a global Glass-Steagall in the upcoming G20 summit. If the G20 summit were to put the World Silk Road on the agenda, the Chinese dream will become the world dream.